Hello and welcome back, and today we're going to be painting with Bob Ross's head yet again. But today I created a new brush to use, because if you remember from the last episode, we may have had some little minor problems. This brush, I gotta make it way lighter than I think it has to be, because this brush just makes everything so much darker. So I wanted to recreate the brush so I didn't have to deal with that same problem, but here's where the new dilemma comes in. I did record myself making this brush, but it turns out that footage was damaged, so all I have is me testing the brush afterwards. Now that we have Bob's head set, let's just see how the test drive will be. Let's see, let's just go with regular black for now. Oh, that makes a bunch of Bob heads. Oh. I think we may have messed up, y'all. Oh, no. I think this is worse than the last pen, actually. I think it just made it worse. So now this brush, instead of being really dark, is going to be really light because of this. So I've replaced one problem with another. Great, on to the video, I guess.
We're going to start with a white canvas, and we're going to use some magic black on it. So I'm going to
magic black? Hold on, Bob. What do you mean by magic black? What is that? What is magic black?
Magic black here. Just cover the entire canvas.
What is that? This is a brown, not a black. Just first off, point that out. I need like a black. It's still a brown. I need a black. There we go. I don't have magic black. I got Bob Ross head black.
Thought maybe today we'd do maybe a cold little winter scene.
Winter?
Something with some snow and ice.
You mean like maybe like 30 degrees? That's how it is here in Texas. And occasionally we'll drop to like 20. And then there's a panic attack.
Right.
This is the dumbest brush. I think this might be the dumbest brush I've used yet, I'm gonna be honest.
With the white paint.
Why? Wait, when did you get to white? When? Did I miss something? Obviously I missed something.
Work sort of in an ever-growing circle. That way automatically it gets darker as it works.
Bob, I am very confused on what you are doing.
Very gently blend this together.
Bob, what
Just
blending?
like the sky on the magic white.
Magic white? Bob, what magic white? What is that?
All I want is
Little indications, as you would say?
just want to put some little trees way back in the distance.
I gotta actually, make my thing.
There we go. Just some little indications.
There we go, his indications. There we go. I even called it out, man. I am learning the way of Bob Ross. In other words, I'm going insane. To get his little light source is kind of hard with the brushes, and since this is digital, it's going to be a lot harder to do that, but I think I got it the best I could. And what also does not help is this brush. Using insane brushes is not exactly ideal when you're trying to do what is just paint into digital.
There's a larger tree back here.
There's always a larger tree with you, Bob.
A little bit of the white will show.
All three, every one I've done with you is a larger tree. I'm not sure if this tree is quite the color we need it to be, though. I think I need to make it a little bit darker. There we go. I think that'll actually work better. Put this over that, and I can move that. I can use this color that I had right here for maybe like the more white tips. I'm not exactly sure. Of course, I'm not really sure what I'm doing to begin with, as usual. There's a big old fat tree. I think I just made it. I think it's bad. I think that's what that is. This is just bad. But let's see if we can get a little like frosted tips that he has. I'm probably not gonna successfully get that too well, but I'm gonna try. There we go, there's some little frosted tips. You see? I know what I'm doing. I think I know what I'm doing anyways. I might actually know what I'm doing for once. I'm trying to think of what this reminds me of, and I can't think. We gotta make the tree, and then we gotta make the little frosted tips. It reminds me of the cereal, the Frosted Flakes. That's what that reminds me. It reminds me of Frosted Flakes. How in the world that reminds me of Frosted Flakes? No idea. I'm getting cold just looking at this. Anybody else? There we go, a little frosted, you know, snowflake tree thing. I don't really know.
White.
I don't know. I don't have a clue where this is going, Bob.
Begin
I thought I knew at the beginning, but now I'm not sure. What is that?
back here. Begin working on just a little incline, a little hill, something.
Little hill. Are you sure that's a hill, Bob?
Be too bright. We want this to be.
Is this like snow?
Just follow the lay of the land with your knife.
Follow the lay of the Bob. There's really no land here. I just see
Now we can take
your head clumped up together in the like weirdest way possible.
Bring this together. And the fan brush was still nothing on it but the gray.
Now what do we need to do? Oh, another tree? Another tree. Of course, there's always another tree. When is there not another tree?
Just
Sick, I gotta figure out how big I want to make this brush.
now we'll add a tiny bit of white.
There we go.
Make that side stand out a little.
Sick, I need a little bit of white, as Bob said.
Just a little bit. Now on this side, I'm going to use
Okie
white
dokie, we got like
and a
that.
little bit of the gray color in it, just enough to dull it down. We don't
What?
want it too bright. And we'll just start here and pull down.
Holy moly, how big did you need to make it?
So you can lay out your basic shape of your cabin and then fill it in.
Second, I gotta catch up on you. You gotta make this like big old fat. I need to make it wider. You have like extremely wide. Like really, really wide. This is the wrong painting to be doing this brush on. As usual. But I think, oh actually, I think this might actually work if I can get the right angle that he has. If I can get the right angle on the brush. There we go. There we go. I think this actually could work. Okay, I think we could be in town. Alright, I think this is how we're supposed to do it. I think I made my building
Into
way too big.
So we can take some
Like
brown and
extremely big.
just touch and sort of pull.
Touch and pull. Get little indications. Is this what this is? Indications?
Don't get it too.
Or no?
There we go.
This is, Bob, this is strange. I thought I knew where this was going, and then I don't know where this is going anymore.
To give you the impression of little logs. Now when you're at home.
No,
you
I
have limited time.
don't think it is. I think it's giving more of like the impressions of like a really depressed
As I've
tic-tac-toe.
said before, if we
I think I may actually see where this is going,
here maybe.
but at the same time, every time I say that, I stand corrected. Why did I do this one? Like why out of all the ones I choose, I somehow choose the worst ones to
Here in the
use
foreground.
to make a video. Why can't I just choose something simple?
Some wall. Maybe these are boards. Maybe these aren't logs. Maybe these are slabs.
Board? What boards?
Boards here and there.
Bob. What boards? I don't remember nothing. When did that start? Bob, sometimes I wonder, do you just do stuff without anybody knowing? Because I don't remember a lot of this being here.
Maybe we need a little. Maybe there's a little chimney right here. We'll just throw it on.
Chimney?
Bit of the gray color and the small edge.
A chimney. Bob, can we just like focus on the house, then get the house done,
Just a little amount of
instead of
green.
coming back every now and then? I didn't practice, experiment too much with this brush beforehand. Think I should have done that just a little bit so I could figure out how to use this brush a little bit better. But it's too late to do that.
Made from phthalo green and alizarin crimson.
A lizard crimson? What is a lizard crimson, Bob?
Maybe there's a large tree that just hangs right here.
Bob, in your world, there's like trees everywhere.
Nice big limbs that just hang out.
So in other words, we're going to cover up my massive house. That's what we're doing.
Picking up
Really hard to get whatever colors you have. Because of your head.
Instinct. This is supposed to be late at
No, not
night.
really because of your head. It's just really hard. This was, again, I choose the worst paintings of his to try to recreate for these
Bit of the
challenges.
yellow.
I really need to think a little bit more when I choose
We
these.
want to put a little light reflecting across the snow here.
Okay, this one kind of makes sense, I guess. Oh, I gotta shrink my little thing down. Now, just a second, I gotta add these little lights. See, this makes sense to me. I think. Does that work, Bob? I mean, this is the second brush where getting colors is really hard. I can get really light colors, but dark colors, no. So I made this is supposed to be a dark painting. I used a brush that can get light stuff really well. In the last painting with Bob Ross's head, the brush could do dark stuff really well, but I did a really light painting. How do I get myself in these situations? How?
It'll have dimension.
I thought you said he had dementia for a second. Like, how does a tree have dementia?
Maybe there's a little bush or two that...
Bob, I really don't have room for bushes. Bob and his bushes and plants.
Makes it look a little more interesting.
Really, Bob. Uh-oh. Now, Bob, what color is that? It ain't white, I can tell you that much. It's like a blue. That's what that is. That's what your plants are. It's a blue. Gotta get your plants, though. I really don't got too much room for it. Because I made my house way too big. We're done. That took way too long. Okie dokie, let's see. Again, his snow looks way better. That's way too light in the background. And my cottage is massive. I actually like how the cottage looks. It's just way too big. Of course, again, there's a lot of issues with this. A lot. Yeah. Here's Bob's end result compared to whatever you call my thing, because I don't know. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. Now, if you enjoyed me painting with Bob's head, you might enjoy the first time I did it with his head, and I think I did a mountain scene or something. It was a nutcase video, so go check it out, but I'll see you in the next one.